Welcome back. When MCPS returned to in-person learning this fall, a great sigh of relief was heard throughout the county. But now Jennifer Martin, president of the Montgomery County Education Association, is warning that there is a hidden crisis that may cause teachers to resign from the school system entirely. Mike, according to Ms. Martin, there are 300 teaching vacancies in the system and not enough substitutes to fill the void, producing teacher burnout and other dissatisfactions. So are there policy reasons for this, or are there practical reasons for this? Why are we having a shortage of teachers when the salary for teachers is pretty good? So what's causing this overall dissatisfaction?
I think it's similar to the dissatisfaction you're seeing in many industries. I think there is a level of burnout. I think teachers spent the last year and a half trying to teach in a virtual environment, which I think was amazingly stressful for them to be doing that at home while trying to also care for their families. There wasn't really a break between when that ended and then jumping into a classroom, which created a new set of challenges in that what's safe, what's not safe, who's vaccinated, what's not vaccinated. I just think so I think the last 2 years have created just an amazing set of challenges personally for many in the teaching profession. And I think what you're seeing in Montgomery County is not unique to Montgomery County. I've seen a number of school districts that are actually taking off the entire week of Thanksgiving in an effort to give their teachers a break and a respite there in between, just to take a breather. And so I think you're seeing a lot of challenges, and it's not just unique to teaching. We're seeing the same thing in healthcare. We're seeing the same thing in hospitality. And so how do we recognize the new normal and begin to put the two pieces in place to help people, to help accommodate and get over the hump of where we need to get to, so we can.
But Mike, you're not addressing the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is vaccinations. And there are a lot of people who are choosing to leave their professions over having to be vaccine mandates. I mean, that has to be factored in.
I think that's some of the elephant in the room, but I mean, it's interesting. We brought people back to campuses for Montgomery College, and I think we're at a 97% vaccination rate for those people who are back. I mean, and it was a mandate that you had to be vaccinated to come back. I think we have 50 people who have requested religious or other exemptions. And so I mean, I'm not seeing that. I think there are some numbers in some places where that's a challenge, but I don't think it's the case that here in Montgomery County and quite honestly in a lot of other places. I think there are some places in the country where it's an issue, and you're seeing 30% vaccination rate, and you're seeing hospitalizations increase commensurate with that show that. But I don't see that here as much.
Well, I would argue that, I mean, what we're seeing beyond the industries we just described is sort of the pandemic has morphed into the sort of the great resignation. Private sector across the board are experiencing, and I don't know that it's all vaccination related. Some of it is other organization. It's relocation. People because of COVID were relocated, and now they're going to find a day job, a job that's more located where they are. So there's been kind of a reshuffle that's going on because of that. Certainly the spike of inflation means that people are looking to get paid more, and employers are paying more because they need employees. So there's a lot of turnover that's taking place. Again, vaccination may be a factor, but I think it's not even the leading one.
No, I think there are a lot of moving parts out there. Early care and education, so trying to find childcare. I mean, that's still a real challenge for a lot of people, and all of those. So, I mean, to try and ascribe it to a single set of circumstances, I think is really difficult. I think.
Well, I'm not suggesting that, but I think it's definitely a factor.
It's certainly a factor, but I don't think it's a significant one.
I think it's more of a factor than burnout, frankly, because I mean, I think with the fact that we have 300 vacancies is emblematic of the fact that people don't want to be vaccinated.
Oh, I don't think that's a reflection. And I'm sure there are some in there that's the case, but I think there are a lot of people who've just been forced to rethink whether or not they can make this work with their family situation. I think that's as much of anything, or just being able to teach in this new environment and feel comfortable doing it.
That would be true in other areas, but with Montgomery County's vaccination rate above, I guess, 85 plus, or, I think we should be able to pick and choose. I think we've got other problems.
Mm-hmm.